UNLV has released its non-league men's basketball schedule for the upcoming 2024-25 season. On the schedule, we already knew this. It was going to be Memphis, going to do it at Thomas and Mack, but now we got a date, November 9th. You know what day of the week that is?
What day is that?
It is not Food Truck Friday. It is not Moose Knuckle Monday. It is Saturday.
Oh, that's good.
That is good. That's a fun trip for Memphis fans to make.
I'd like to take that trip.
Bennett, I'd like to see you take that trip.
Sorry, it's not going to happen.
I know, but I'd like to see it.
Thank you.
I was just talking about things I'd like to see.
Gotcha.
You know, if I could just see whatever I want to see, that'd be among the things I'd like to see. But this is why I actually think this is the type of non-league game Memphis should schedule. And broadly speaking, why more programs should look at things like this. Ultimately, this is entertainment. You should be trying to make interesting matchups for your fan bases, whether that's regional rivals that they care about or destination games that they might travel to. And just like we've seen in the NFL, do you notice this? Every NFL team that plays in Las Vegas has fans there, the visiting team, no matter who it is. Because it's like, if we're going to travel to see our team, let's go to Vegas for the weekend. It'll be the same way when we get Major League Baseball there. And it can be that way for college basketball. Like, there are now Memphis fans who can go, hey, been thinking about going to Vegas. This Sphere is amazing, I heard. And, you know, there's probably some awesome shows out there around the time. And now the Tigers are playing at Thomas and Mack. So we could fly out on a Friday, have a nice show on Friday night, go see, you know, spend the day at the pool on a Saturday, go see the Tigers and UNLV on Saturday night, fly home Sunday. That's a fun weekend.
Yep.
That is more than enough reason to schedule a game like this. Plus, you can get it because you know what UNLV needs? Prominent opponents who are willing to do home and homes with them.
Yep.
And Memphis and UNLV are kind of in the same boat in the sense that they're both historically strong men's basketball brands. Like, if you weren't around in the late 80s, early 90s, you probably have no concept for how big UNLV basketball was. But that brand still registers. Like, you'll still hear UNLV and Running Rebels pop up in a rap song every once in a while just because it was such a big deal. And when they're good, it still matters in Las Vegas. The way Memphis basketball, when it's good, matters in Memphis. Like, I've been to Thomas and Mack way past the Tark years for a UNLV game, and jam-packed, 16, 18,000 people, whatever, when they're good. They haven't been that good lately.
No.
But
they're not terrible.
They're not terrible. They're just sort of – Kevin Kruger's now the coach, Lon Kruger's son. Lon was great there. But they're not terrible, but it's still a big brand. And more than that, Memphis fans can go, okay, on November – 9th, we can spend that weekend in Las Vegas, support the Tigers, and have an awesome weekend trip. So good on Penny Hardaway for scheduling this type of game. We now got the date, November 9th.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m.